it going to bong? Hello everyone and welcome to another live stream, a very special bonus live stream. I wasn't supposed to be going live again this month, but I thought it'd be nice to do a little celebration live stream for our new products. Hello all of you who are already in the chat. Hello Millie, welcome. Proud of yourself for being here. Proud of Nia as well. Middle of moving house and stop to watch. Or you can have a little break. It's really hot. Dedication, but it's really hot, so you can have a little break and relax with the moving house. And Millie's moving as well, blimey. We wish we were moving. We wish we were in the middle of moving, but instead of we're just in the middle of birdie chaos and doing the usual stuff. Have I missed anyone? Hello, Klaus. Hello, Multi Bim. I don't know if that's still Klaus or someone else, but hello, welcome. And welcome everyone. So today is the special live stream where we'll be sort of officially launching our products. I put a video up earlier today where you can learn all about them. I'll be showing them briefly off. I'll also be doing a live giveaway later for everyone to take part of. And Scampy, our mistress of ceremonies, will be doing her usual where she picks the winner out of the pot in her very special way. Before that, we'll talk a little bit briefly about what's been going on here, talk about how Toot and Cole and Fish are getting on. To talk a little bit about the heat and how it's impacting our birds and how you can protect yours from it, and maybe just chat a little bit before the birdie chaos. As usual, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. It's always welcome to sort of respond and try and help out. Yeah, so that's the start. Do you have anything you want to say? Sophie's just sat next to me off camera.
No, I'm just very, very warm.
She's very, very warm. Sophie doesn't handle the heat very well. I mean, no one really likes it mega hot.
Handle anything well,
Yeah, it does feel like the hottest day of the year now. It's apparently not going to be. It's going to be hotter to come, but it has been like mega hot in the UK today. And we've been working all day. I've been filming, editing, packing orders, updating websites, doing videos, editing, working with a consultation a little while ago, getting the birds out where we can and doing all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I understand, Klaus. Sophie prefers winter. I like spring where it's a bit warmer, but not mega warm. And you've still got a bit of nice sunshine going on. So let's start off by updating you guys how Fish, Tootin and Cole are getting on. And the large sort of theme of it is, well, they're still sharing the same cage. There'll be a video coming up on the main channel, on this channel, talking about what sort of cage they're in now, how we did a bit of bonding, what the cage was like to build and stuff. It was an interesting experience and just how they're getting on. But overall, they're all sharing the same cage now and they're all getting on very well. Cole and Tootin do get into little scraps occasionally, but luckily it's always resolved with a little bit of screaming, a bit of beak bashing, then one will just fly away, which is ideal. You don't want them launching themselves at each other or fighting. It is the best that they just sort their own business out and then just go their own direction. So yeah, Toot and Cole and Fish are getting on well. They have great outings out together. They forage together. Fish will tend to forage a little bit and go into my shoulder. Then Cole will come between me and Sophie, and Tootin will come sit on my head and start chatting, as he loves to do. And welcome, Parrots and Wheels. It's very nice to see you. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well, especially for this little celebratory live stream. So yeah, it's nice to see you, and welcome, basically. And welcome to anyone else who's joined as well. So yeah, Tootin, Fish and Cole get on very well. And
yeah, they have their little mothers meetings in the corners, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know if it's hormonal or not, but like Fish will go into the corner and then Cole will like to be near Fish. So Cole will go over to the corner, then Tootin will join them, then they'll start singing, then they'll start playing with toys, and then eventually after a while of peace and quiet, one of them will start scrapping and then they will end their meeting. It is quite funny how they have to have their meetings in the corner. And Tootin's are very demanding for pets now. When we first came, we were told that he wasn't really into pets that much, but every outing he has to be petted by me. Very good with training as well so far. Already learnt his spin very well, doing his targeting, doing his recall, and there's plenty more. I'd like to just train him all the fetching and sort of tricksy behaviours for fun as well, because I don't get to do that very much these days. And I'd like to go back to trick training a little bit just for fun, for my benefit. We kept some of the old like props we have, and we're going to use them with him as well so he can enjoy them. But yeah, that's how them guys are getting on. If you just joined, welcome. It is our celebratory launch live stream where, again, later on I'll be doing a giveaway and I'll be talking about the products and introducing you all to them. Yeah, take a deep breath. And also, Pickles and Scampy will be out to have fun and they'll be picking the winner live because Scampy is awesome at doing so and she enjoys doing so. It will just be Pickles and Scampy today because it's a bit hot to get the boys out and get them in here as well. And everyone's having slightly reduced outings this evening purely because it is just so warm. Me too, Millie. I love cockatiels in general, and I was really glad that they get on to the extent they do. I think space is playing a major part in it. More space, the better, honestly. And because they've got that space, it's going to help. And Thank you. We're happy with the product range as well. Funnily enough, we've given some to them in the past, but today we were trying to film footage for my video that I put up today, and we were getting them to try stuff. And it was very interesting seeing which bits they interacted, which products they liked most, and how they interacted with the products. The Conure mix was a big hit. Olive liked the large parrot mix more. The cockatiels liked their mix, but I'd hope they would. And the Hotbird Summer was popular with everyone. Hotbird Summer is just really popular. Like I dreamed it up. Sophie came up with a lovely name. I dreamed up the formulation, and we thought, oh, you know, it'll sell all right. But it's just almost gone. It's almost gone. We restocked it, and it's almost gone already before we've barely started launching. It's crazy.
And yes, it is a play on hot girl summer. I thought it was funny.
Yes, Sophie's very amused with herself.
I don't know if you guys, I mean, let us know if you bought it, because I know a few in the chat have, but what appealed to you? Because I feel like it's the sunflower petals, let's be honest. Like I think they're a really cool addition, and yeah, I like them.
Welcome to your friend Joe Campion. Scampy is the best at picking a winner. The cockatiel one is pretty, and that's because I'll talk about it later, because I'm going to bang on about it a lot, because yeah, I thought about a lot with that. It was very interesting. So awesome, Adam. How do I convince my mum to get me a pet bird? I know all about them already in research for a year. It was great you did loads of research. Honestly, you just have to like ask her and be honest with her. This is what I want. This is what's going to happen. This is what you're getting yourself into, and then see what she comes with. Maybe she's just protecting you. Maybe you need to prove to her that you're responsible enough for it. Maybe she's worried she's going to have to take care of it. Maybe show her some of my contents. Like if you want a conure or a cockatiel, we've got guides, so your mum could watch one of these videos, or the reasons not to videos, and be like, oh, okay, it's not as bad as I thought, or it's worse than I thought. Sorry if that's the case. I don't want to add more fuel to the fire, so to speak.
It's also important to remember that if you are a younger person, there can be all kinds of life changes that can happen, and that can be something that affects your ability to look after a bird. So is right now the right time, or is it better to wait a little bit?
Yeah, well, just to expand on what Sophie said, for example, if you want to go to uni or you plan on traveling a lot, that may not be ideal for your bird. And if your mum was on board with taking on that responsibility, that would be fine. But if not, then it's not going to be ideal for it. So a lot of people tend to wait until they're a bit older, once they're a bit more settled, to have birds, because it is a challenge for them. And that's basically the best. It's lots of stuff you've got to think about with it. Our teal friend, awesome. Yeah, we hope Fern really enjoys them. We hope especially that she loves the cockatiel mix. Did you order the Hotbird Summer as well? I swear everyone's ordering the Hotbird Summer. We're going to have to, oh my God, we only just made it and we have to do it all over again.
We're already out of stock of the veggie garden. The last of the
piece of Spring Days went today.
It's we're pleased. We're really pleased, but it means more work.
More work,
but we're
immediately.
very happy to do it. And there's loads and loads of things that we want to create and stuff. It's just a process, because you can't bring it all out at once, because that won't be fun.
Yeah, to be honest with you guys, our sort of what we're going to be having coming out, there's going to be a bit of a break. Then we may have some physical products, as in non-food products, coming to the store. Very excited for that, because it's homemade stuff, and it's going to be very useful for people, and stuff that you just can't find really on the market. After that, then we're hoping, this is our timeline, hopefully. After that, we'll hopefully have some more of Jason's products later in the year. We'll also have our next seasonal mixes, and we're planning to add one more sort of standalone product to our range, which we're going to keep on store, other than the constant refreshes of our seasonals.
I don't know. We've got a whole book of like ideas that we want to do and things that we want to do, especially for like our Patreon backers and YouTube channel members, for them to be involved in it. There's just so many ideas, but you know, we only have so much money, so we have to do things in stages.
That's a great idea, Adara, but good luck like finding space in here to actually like exist. There's plenty enough space for us to exist. We'd love to have you as an employee, a cheerleader, and we would pay you handsomely, but yeah, there's no space. Literally like living in a box at the way. It's crazy. And thank you, Nia. I mean, our birds like them as well. I mean, it's not a product that we just pull out to you guys. We give it to our own birds and they enjoy them.
We wouldn't sell anything that we don't feed to our own birds. It's just not right. Like, everything's tried and tested, and yeah.
So Parrots and Wheels, did you see that there's some videos on Patreon, if you haven't spotted them, where we go through them? So have a little peek on there, because there's a little mini series you may have missed where I sort of talk about building the cage and what it was like. It's a bit big. It's not too much more expensive than others, but it's something you can consider. It's just a pain, honestly. A really nice cage, but a real pain in some ways.
Yeah, it was not fun to build at all. I think we need a whole army of people to build it, but we
I managed it. We managed it.
Just with me like being acrobatic, trying to hold bits up like with my legs and my arms, but we got there in the end. I just don't want to build that again.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't want to do it again. But anyway, last topic, then we're going to start talking about products again because I'm excited to talk about them. And because in my video I had to talk about them quite formally, in this I can chat a bit more casually. I can sort of like say what I like and what I don't. That is Tootin. It's sometimes Cole sings almost exactly like him, but yeah, it's Tootin at the moment. Tootin's constantly singing, constantly chatting, constantly singing. And when he's not, then Cole starts up. And then sometimes Fish starts up. So
the other day, Tootin was singing for literally, I kid you not, literally 10 minutes straight. It was quite a feat, really.
Oh yeah, he's such a mouthpiece. He really is a mouthpiece. She does love it. She surprised me. He's eating veggie garden. Thank you for doing so. Thank you for supporting us. You know, it's people like yourself who help us like launch and keep going, basically. Because this is a new business, this side of the business, and it is quite costly. So the more people support it, you know, talk about it, buy stuff, it helps us keep going and deliver more stuff.
It's just hard work, like building something different as well, and you know the algorithms don't favour.
Yeah, we'll whinge about the algorithm towards the end. Let's don't save any whinging towards the end. It's just a celebration.
Whinging, it's just an observation that's interesting. So if anyone wants to support us for free, we'll talk about that later.
He does, Adara. He absolutely loves to hear himself talk and sing. He likes me talking as well, which is kind of nice sometimes. No worries, Parrots and Juliet. Catch up whenever you want, you know. Enjoy. That's what it's there for, the content. If you ever need to message us or ask any questions, you know, it's always welcome to you. I did have an idea for you as well, which I have to message you about soon, but we'll say that for a DM.
Don't forget, we're overdue a consult with you to hear about your babies, so hit us up.
But anyway, I digress. Let's talk about summer a little bit. It's mega hot here in the UK. It's probably mega hot in other places of the world as well. And obviously that impacts our birds. It's quite challenging for them sometimes, even though biologically a lot of them are adapted to hotter climates. But obviously, if they've grown up in a temperate climate and suddenly it gets hot, that is still going to impact them. They're still individuals. They still have their biological learning experience. So it's going to impact them. So you need to kind of be mindful of that. Sometimes it's better to leave them in a cage on a mega hot day that's over 30 centigrade than get them out because you feel guilty, or just make the outings a bit shorter. Obviously, open windows are a big hassle. But there's loads of other things you can do to support them. Like we've been offering extra baths. We've been spraying. Fish absolutely went mental for spraying the other day. We like sprayed him and we were expecting him to be like, no, I don't fancy it. But he was really loving it. And so were Tootin and Cole. Just like offering them ice as well. You can put little fruits in ice cubes as treats for your conures. There's loads of little things you can do. I mean, we've got older videos on like helping the bird in summer. But I think it's about being mindful of they will get overheated as well, especially if they're flying around a lot. So just watching for signs of heat exhaustion with them, and then maybe cooling them down or giving them a little bit of cage time to relax afterwards. If you've got aircon, you're sorted. If you're like us here in the UK, you have to go down this process of cooling them down. Hello, Mel. Welcome from the UK. What have we got here? Does anyone else's bird demand to get out of the cage? Very loud and annoying. I just can't get them hit. Excuse me. I can't get them here if I have to go to work. Any solutions? No help. Honestly, screaming is annoying. Brutally honest, yeah, it can be annoying, and birds will want to come out. If it's a solo bird and you're the only member of their flock, they're going to want to be with you. They're going to want to go out. Basically, foraging and toys helps, but you need to train them how to use them, and you also need to train them how to be independent. Because if your birds like naturally wants to be with other birds. So both in a genetic makeup, both in experience being with you, they're drawn to other people or birds. So when they're on their own or when they're not with you, that's unnatural for them. We can go off and take ourselves off and do our own thing. Like, oh, Sophie will get annoyed at me and she'll go into another room. That's normal. But for a bird, that's not. They want to be with you all the time. And you have to work on that and build independent skills. Or you can get a second bird, but that comes with its own like whole degree of issues potentially.
Yeah, we're pro multi-bird household, but you tend to need to solve the problems with the first bird rather than getting a second bird to solve the problem.
And then get the second bird when you're ready. I just filmed a bonding series actually to talk about that sort of stuff.
And also my working from home video has a lot of these tips in it that I just released. So.
Lucky Parrots and Wheels, you're getting a nice temperature, and we're getting the raging inferno down in Hertfordshire. It's pretty crazy down here.
Depths of hell.
Yeah, so yeah, that's basically what I talk about summer. Just to be a bit responsible, we've got video resources because we're noticing of our birds, especially Cole.
He's the worst.
He's not as fit as the other birds, and Tootin will do his laps. He's very young, you know. He just does it, and he's like huffs and puffs, and he's back in action. Cole will fly around a couple of times, especially if he gets scared by the naughty crimsons, and you can tell that he's overheated. His wings will start drooping. He'll start panting a little bit. he will feel very uncomfortable, and you can just tell that he needs to rest or he needs to cool down. And in those situations, I'm like, right, he has to go back. They have to go back in the cage, and they can just have a shorter outing because it's better for their health. We can give them extra enrichment, whatever, to give them what they need. But I'd rather preserve their health than feeling guilty over them missing a few minutes, basically. And it's very true, Millie. They do want to be with you. It makes sense. I have 3 birds, so it also annoys you triple. Well, yeah, I mean, the more you have, the more the noise multiplies. It's exactly the same for our monsters as well. Sometimes when they all get started, it's terrible. I must admit the Crimsons are probably the worst. They're the ringleaders. They are the most noisy out of everyone. But everyone has their moments for being noisy or naughty. And if you have 3 birds, do they not get company from each other? Is it just desire to get out and do things? Maybe you could look at enrichment opportunities and doing a bit of training and foraging and just keep them busy. Given Sophie has the scientific term, the activity budget, filling their activity budget with stuff so they're less likely to scream and demand to come out. Because it could be too. As also, I'm starting to go into consult mode now. There's also a couple of things that could be going on. Maybe it's not wanting to go back at the cage. Maybe it's something else they want more. Maybe they're screaming for something else, and it's not actually getting out of the cage they want, but something they get from getting out of the cage, if you know what I mean. So it's very helpful to analyse things and get to the root of what they actually want or the problem.
Really good example of that is Olive. Like sometimes she'll slam her water bowl, and to some people that might be like, oh, she's frustrated, she wants out. But when she slams her water bowl, that's her asking to be taken to the kitchen to go and have a wash in their play sink. So yeah,
it's called the critical reinforcer. Basically, the most important thing, because sometimes we think we're giving them what we want, but that's not what they actually want. It just seems that way, and it's really important to keep in mind. And as Mini Aussie Flock says, reinforcement of any kind will make them scream. So if you reinforce it when they're screaming, they're going to do more of it. So you need to be responsible with it. And I almost feel like I'm going to go into a chat about stopping screaming. I've got a whole series on screaming and videos on screaming. Did I have a series on screaming? I can't remember. I've got videos on screaming you can watch.
There's videos for almost everything. If there isn't, let us know so we can make it.
Yeah, we'll make some more videos. But anyway, that's enough about general topics. Let's start talking about products. I need to get products because we left them all down. We left them all down there. Let's talk about the new products. New products first. Which one should we do first?
No.
Let's talk about Hot Bird Summer, which is the standalone hit of our recent stuff. Hot Bird Summer. Sophie, my formulation, Sophie's imagination. That's what we'll call it.
It was a collaborative effort because I insisted on the sunflower petals.
Okay, well there you go. She insisted on the sunflower petals. Therefore, there we go. But yeah, it was a collaborative effort as usual, and it's just flying off the shelves for some reason. Our birds all love it. I don't know quite why it's so much more popular than everything else. It's got like some nice, tasty things in there, but it's got obviously the sunflower petals, which is kind of unique. We've got some lemon peel, which I wanted to add in there because it's nice. We've got some chili flakes, coconut, all sorts of bits and pieces in there, even a bit of hibiscus. Basically, we tried to theme around summer ingredients, but also summer ingredients your bird would eat, summer ingredients that your bird would actually enjoy and that would actually be relatively beneficial for them health-wise. Obviously, millet's not the best. Well, it's okay in moderation, obviously. It's great in moderation, but we just wanted to give a nice mix, and so far, so good. And I hope those of you who have ordered it today and yesterday for Patreon pre-orders, you enjoy it and do let us know that whether your bird likes it or not, because if they like them as much as our birds do, this will be like flying off, and then we'll be just constantly restocking it. It's a nice one, isn't it? I think it's quite cool.
I think it's it's fun. It's limited edition. Who doesn't love a little bit of
FOMO? Limited edition. Everyone loves a limited edition, don't they? Yeah. So if anyone is not familiar with what I'm talking about, these are our products we've launched officially today, and I'm going to go through them, talk a little bit about them. We'll have a giveaway afterwards as well. If you want to drop a link in the chat to our store as well, in case anyone wants to peek. And also I have a video going over all of this stuff in depth and talking about the benefits in more sort of detail. I haven't got a drink today. Big error. I had to rush after dinner. Maybe later. I'll survive for now. What should we do? It's cockatiel mix next.
Yeah.
So this is something we're quite proud of. It's the cockatiel mix. It's a slightly larger portion. It's something to stay on the store. And we thought long and hard about this one to make it a kind of all-inclusive eating experience, the revolution of parrot cockatiel feeding. So some sales rubbish like that. In reality, we tried to make sure we did not put millet in there because so many cockatiel mixes have that, and think about other things they may access in the wild or equivalents that our birds say for them. And then we went one step further and added some foraging elements to it. So this is basically our attempt of making a dry mix for cockatiels where they can simulate almost natural foraging and eating for them, because there's grass stems in there, there are seed heads in there from the grass stems, there's seed loose in there, there's a bit of frozen freeze-dried peas, not natural. Well, they are natural, but they're not going to be freeze-dried in the wild. But, you know, just to add a bit of diversity in there and add a bit of health benefit. Well, so we got a bit of calendula, got some green pepper flakes, all the sort of stuff that we know that cockatiels will sort of lean towards in one nice package. Is this a complete diet? Absolutely not. If you feed your cockatiel nice fresh stuff, this will make an excellent complement to that later on, or in a foraging mix. But yeah, we are very pleased with how this come together, how it looks, how it smells, and how our cockatiels have reacted to it, because seeing them peck through it, move the seeds, eat the seed heads has been very rewarding for us. And we're really hoping that anyone who buys it is going to have the same experience with it and really enjoy just watching their cockatiels get natural enrichment in their own house, basically. Anything you'd like to add to that? A little
well, I mean, you can always combine this with other things in the range to make an even more diverse dry mix. You know, why not have
customization? By our powers combined, we'll make the ultimate dry mix. And that's something we did think about with a lot of our products, and the way they complement Jason's, in the fact you can sort of mix and match stuff and make your own ultimate dry mix, or you can be lazy, which is understandable when people are so busy and just get one thing. And I know from that sound that Cole and Tootin are having their daily conflict over the shelf. I mean, there's nothing wrong. Conyers will eat it as well. I mean, Pickles and Scampi had a go at it today, near actually, and they quite enjoyed it. It's all of our products are suitable for all different birds. Just because it's labelled that doesn't mean another bird won't enjoy it. We just kind of tailored it towards that direction.
Marketing and SEO.
Marketing and SEO, yeah, basically. That's the gist of it, to be honest. You should because it's good for us. But, yeah. But no, you should, because it hopefully be as enriching for them as it was for ours. We're going to keep. The problem we have is when we buy the stuff for it, we kind of buy it specifically for the purpose of bagging it. So we don't always have leftovers, and it's quite difficult to get leftovers. So ours are sometimes going to miss out, or we have to open a bag of our own product for ours. Yeah, you should, Adara. You can get the individual components. We're toying with the idea of offering a few individual components in the future. Not everything, because we don't want to be like a Whole Food store, but just those core things that people constantly ask for and find difficult to find.
Teas?
What about?
About that, like.
Well, I just did.
Well, do you want to say one of the things?
No.
Okay.
Well, do you want to say one of the things?
Yeah, we're thinking about doing some like straight Tulsi, because we talk about Tulsi all the time, and every parrot should have access to Tulsi because it helps the body to cope with and process stress, and it is in, you know, Jason's teas and stuff. But for people who don't want to buy that, having some Tulsi is awesome, but it can be hard to source. Yeah,
so we want to try and source it for you basically and have it on the store. But yeah, there's loads of ideas. It's just like having the time and energy to do it. But yeah, that was the cockatiel mix. So let's have a peek at the last two mixes, and then we'll talk about some of the older products very briefly, and then we'll get Pickles and Scampi in, and we'll do the giveaway. I think we'll get on with that. We'll see how things go on. So what have we got next? What have we got?
We've got the Konya and Small Parrot dry mix, perfect for sweet beaks.
Yeah, so again, this was tailored towards Konya specifically. We thought long and hard. It's not all just sweet stuff, by the way. I'm reading off the back, actually. I want to remind myself of a couple of things.
We can't remember every formulation.
Yeah, so to tempt them to eat it, basically, you've got some coconut, you've got a small amount of hemp seed, and you've got some freeze-dried sweet corn. But then we added in the healthier stuff. We added stuff with colours, carrot flakes, red pepper flakes, rose petals, barley flakes. That's kind of in the middle. Oh, they're getting noisy. They know.
No, I'm going to pull their door too for now.
Okay. They got lemon balm in there. So we tailored this to be not only appealing, not only to be tasty, but also to actually look visually appealing to Konya and taste. Because we've noticed with Konya's, taste is much more important than with other parrots. For a lot of parrots, visual. Well, actually, for Konya's, I'm just talking rubbish, really, aren't I?
Why?
For Konya's, they love the visual. Konya's seem to love visual. They love taste, and they do everything seems to appeal to them. So that's what we try to think about: is how can we get all of it in one sweet little package, so to speak, neat little package for the Konya. And this is what we came up with. And again, repeating myself, we tried it today. It was quite fun watching them eat it. You can see some footage of them eating it in the video I put out today.
It's nice. It looks nice. It's, you know, it's colourful. It's a good all-rounder, but again, it's not just for Konyas. Anybody can have it bird-wise. So
thank you, Sadamon, for the perfect comment. And Juliet, yeah, we will try and get them when we can. It's probably gonna be a bit easier to do than other stuff, so that'll probably come sooner rather than later. It's just when we have to formulate stuff and mix it all up.
And if there is anything that you guys would like kind of straight, like single products,
Yeah,
single
let us know.
items, let us know, because we've got a couple of ideas. But obviously, it's not just about what we want; it's about what
people want. Yeah, we want to
help.
we want to help people. We want to tailor stuff. One of the other reasons we decided to start doing our own products is we noticed there was a gap in the market for this specific stuff, like really high quality, mostly human grade. You can't get everything human grade, to be honest, but mostly human grade stuff. Of the high qualities we can make it, and specific blends to encourage this sort of behaviour rather than just stuff thrown together ad hoc.
Yeah, and
that's why we like Jason's products as well, because they're thought about a lot.
Almost everything is organic, but you have to be careful with labelling about how you do it. So that's why our labelling is the way it is at the moment. The only things that aren't human grade are the canary grass seed, which is like impossible to get human grade, and then the actual grasses and seed heads and stuff, because I don't know,
no humans eat it, so you can't get it graded.
Green oak forage. So
so we talked to Trading Standards in the UK about it, and they sort of gave us some good advice, and they said we could individually label the ingredients organic, but we thought it would just be easier not to, and just tell people that it's the highest quality we can, because that's basically you should trust us, you know us. So the last product, and this is something we felt we had to add because we didn't want to leave large and medium parrot owners out, basically. A lot of our viewers are small parrot owners, but we do get viewers who are large parrot owners. We get lots of consults for large parrots, and we have a lot of knowledge about large parrots, So we wanted to make something for the large and medium birds out there. I'm talking about galahs, macaws, ringnecks. What else we got? Cockatoos, basically big. Yeah, so those birds will have something on our store that they can access. And ironically, one of our patrons from Canada made a massive order. She was like, yeah, you cleared us out of a lot of it. So it isn't running low just yet, but a lot of it went in one go. And for this, again, we went for a mix of things that would benefit a large parrot, things that are actually appealing to them, and things we felt they would need in their dietary elements. So we added some nuts in there, which some people raised their eyebrows on, but as a lower proportion, just to encourage them to eat it. And obviously in moderation, nuts are great. Some larger grains, some larger seeds, and then we added stuff like star anise, oregano, flowers, and rosebuds to add a bit of diversity, a bit of colour, and also a bit of a health benefit to it. And again, it's nice. Although so far Olive really loves it, and we haven't really tested it on anyone else. Have we tried a bit, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, it is all the components are popular. Scampy loves the rosebuds, and I will say, when I was sourcing the rosebuds, they are the highest quality rosebuds.
Highest quality.
Not only that, they are award-winning rosebuds. They're really, really nice and really good. So I like this mix. And again, just because it's medium and large doesn't mean it can't be for other birds. It's got all the things in there that our guys would like.
Yeah, so it's nice that we managed to find such nice rosebuds. It was almost a shame when we were pouring them out that we had to mix them up and I bruise a few of them because they were so pretty. And it was really cool. But yeah, that is the new product lineup. So I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to talk about some of the old stuff if you're new to our stuff, and then talk very briefly about Jason's stuff, and then we'll do a little giveaway for everyone who's here. It's quite a quiet live stream, maybe because everyone's out and about in the sun, but doesn't really bother me. You wouldn't want to do that, Dora. You pour into a bowl some milk, get your wheatgrass, add plenty of sugar to try and get that down. And you can maybe get some special coloured pillows. Brogan, perfect. It'd be nice to be able to treat Violet, our Derby and Parakeet alongside the court. Yeah, awesome. Be able to enjoy it. So are you a fan then, Sophie?
I think they're stunning. Absolutely.
They are beautiful.
I'm a sucker for anything in the sort of ringnecky family. So
they are very, yeah, that's like Sophie's ideal. For me, it's Neglectus, although cockatiel's my all-time favourite parrot. So I'm quite easily satisfied with my cockatiels. They're just so expressive, so cool, so beautiful. I've always had a soft spot for them, and yeah, really like them. Doesn't mean I don't like any other parrots, but yeah, it's definitely cockatiels are my favourite. So let's a little bit more briefly go through our older products. Sadly, Peaceful Spring Days is no longer in stock. It's gone for now, and I can't show it off because the last one was bought today and it's already in a box going somewhere. This is Sophie. Sophie came up with this idea, and it's probably the best idea that she's had.
It's our bestseller.
It's our bestseller.
I don't mean to brag.
We restocked it only yesterday, and it's gone already. It's crazy. This is a going off for a promo to someone, but it's gone. And this is basically, there's no seed at all in this. This is basically flowers, flakes of various type, vegetables of various type, and some extras. And it is designed to basically
just veggies and flowers, basically.
Veggies and flowers. So you can add whatever you want to it, and it's generally quite appealing to a lot of parrots as well. Most parrots will have a peck through this, even if they are a bit of seed-headed, and really enjoy it. And yet people just keep coming back for it. So once again, we'll have to be restocking this because it just flies off. And just to give you an idea of what's in it, you've got parsnip flakes, you've got kale flakes, you've got little bird's eye chilies, which the conures love, lemongrass, you've got lavender, which is a lovely sort of smell for us, dandelion leaf, red rose petals, we like those. We have them in a few mixes. Chamomile,
amazing, don't
they do. They look really pretty as well. They're very visually appealing and just a very lovely mix. Love it. It's all-time favourite. Sounds good. Get all those foraging mixes going. She's a stunner, queen of the household. It's like pickles in this house, basically. Are we inspirational? Thank you. Unless you're talking about the Derbian, and then probably more likely to be inspirational than us. So this is actually what we're going to be giving away later today. Sadly, because the new stuff's flying off so quickly, we can't give it away just yet. We're all in the future. But we have a healthy seed and grain mix. This is another top seller. In fact, is there anything that isn't selling reasonably well? I don't think there's anything that's not.
No, but what we find with the seed and grain is people often buy a couple of them, which obviously we love. Maybe we need to start looking into bigger bags. I don't know.
Yeah, so we looked at the current seeds and grain mixes on the market and we thought, hang on, we can make this healthier. So we basically made it as healthy as possible and added loads of different seeds, loads of different grains, and make it give it as much diversity as possible in a seed and grain mix. So if you've got a seed head, this is a great first step to converting them, because it is a slightly healthier mix, because there are loads of seeds and grains that are lower in fat and they are okay. And this is just something you can add to the other products to create their own mix and get them trying new things. And yeah, it's got some of the, do you have a millet in here? Yeah, it's got some of the slightly naughtier ingredients, but it has loads of great ones like milk thistle seeds, poppy seeds, all great stuff that you don't see very often. And yeah, another really top product.
In my opinion, it's quite nicely balanced, because some are just really carb heavy, some are really fat heavy, but this has, high protein ones, which is good for feather health. And when you compare it to some other seed mixes on the market, this is actually stuff that our birds want to eat, whereas some other seed mixes, they'll pick out the bits that they like and then leave the rest of it, and then you're wasting money. But this gets cleared up, doesn't it?
Yeah, and so it's quite interesting you asked that, Multi-Brim, because this product, it's our freeze-dried vegetables. Pickles loves taking the beetroot pieces and dipping it in her water because they're slightly sweeter flavoured. She just basically picks them up, dips them, and eats them afterwards, which you'll see a lot with a lot of parrots. These aren't generally designed to be served wet. You can sprinkle them over, as Sophie said. We have some of Jason's tea products, which I'll talk about in a moment, which you can serve wet, but would recommend soaking and sprouting for that sort of stuff, and just having a sort of veggie mix of stuff. Will we ever do a soaking and sprouting mix? Potentially, but there's just so many things to do. So just before I talk about Jason's stuff and do the giveaway, the last thing I want to talk about is the freeze-dried vegetable mix. And this is a very simple mix of freeze-dried vegetables of corn, freeze-dried peas, corn, and beetroot. They're the most popular ones we found of freeze-dried vegetables for most parrots. So it's a great way of starting to get your parrot used to eating vegetables, or giving them a try, or just diversifying your dry mix with a few more healthy ingredients. Ultra simple, ultra easy, and you'll be surprised at how much you get in 75 grams and how long it lasts. It's a very simple product, but it's probably one of our better ideas, honestly, because people seem to love it.
Yeah, what I really like about this one as well is the beetroot. Not only because our guys love it, but I absolutely hate prepping fresh beetroot because you just get stained for days. So in this form, it's already good. It's got up to 97% of the nutrition. Very naughty. But yeah, it's a good product,
It's a very good product, and thank you very much, Adara. That's very kind of you. Much obliged. I did the goal as a joke, but you have just guaranteed that Mr. Bird will return now, though. That was the goals. You have unlocked achievement. You've unlocked Mr. Bird coming back. I've got some really daft ideas I want to try. I just need to have some time to actually film it and get it going. Some of the skits are going to be a bit more crazy.
Who is Mr. Bird, for anyone who doesn't know?
Yeah, if any of you don't know who Mr. Bird is a parody character I created, and I make occasional comedy videos that just mock things I find frustrating in the parrot world, or just do silly things. He has his own playlist. It's very daft, but a lot of people seem to like it, so I keep doing them once in a while, and they're entertaining.
I'm sorry, I've just come up with an idea. I don't know.
Sophie's grinning in the background. He's an icon.
Normally, I have to be to one side reining you in, don't I? And say, you can't put that on YouTube because
I'm a bit more of a loose cannon than Sophie, but I am going to push the boundaries, just like I did last time with Mr. Bird Parrot Police. This time he's coming back, and he's going to have a horror theme. Adara probably knows where that's going. He is going to have a horror theme. I just need to find the cheapest, rubbishest plastic items I can find to make it as cheesy as possible. And Louis the log will be returning as well. she is going to be like a staple in Mr. Bird from now on, honestly. She is an
icon.
icon. She is the destroyer of worlds. And thank you, Carab. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. I mean, Mr. Bird's doubly guaranteed now. You know, it's got to be more Mr. Bird. So anyway, I got sidetracked by Adara's and Carab's thing and talking about Mr. Bird. I think you should watch. I think I might have to watch my own video and like amuse myself later. I don't find myself that funny, honestly. I don't know what I'm saying. So last but not least, before we talk about it, I wanted to give a bit of a shout out to Dr. Jason Crean's products. So we stock these. These are specially formulated by a friend of us, an avian nutrition expert, Dr. Jason Crean, with advice from avian vets and all sorts. These are very specially blended, very specially formulated, and we've designed our products to complement these. And I've only got one example here, but there's a few others I'll talk about in a moment. This is a flower forage. It's just flowers. Loads of lovely, high-quality flowers for your bird to forage through and enjoy. There's also a green forage, which is more like our cockatiel mix with loads of green things. There's powders as well, which are kind of a novel thing. They're basically designed to be natural supplements for your parrots to sort of supplement their digestive system, supplement their health in general through a natural manner, and they're quite useful as well. And finally, he has Avian Teas. And I know someone asked about providing stuff wet or moistening stuff. Those Avian Teas are perfect. You can brew teas, you can serve them wet. And the hormone one is awesome, and so is the Return to Peace one. The hormone one's targeted for hormones. The Return to Peace is targeted to help create a less stressful and relaxing environment for your parrot. I've just noticed that we've dropped a few viewers. They're going to miss out on the giveaway. I hope there's actually people in the UK who can actually take part in the giveaway. Otherwise, it's going to be like an auto win. Scampy will be like, what am I going to do? What's Scampy going to do? But yeah, we really are big fans of Jason's products and the work he does to try and promote a healthier diet, a healthier lifestyle and a healthier diet for parrots. And it's something we find quite exciting and are quite passionate about. So anyway, now I have talked about all of that. If anyone's in the chat who would actually like to win a, where is it? Not dropped in here. Would like to win a healthy parrot seed and grain mix, please let us know. Sadly, it is only UK only at the moment because obviously postage abroad is absolutely crazy. If there is anyone in the chat who would like to win this, Sophie will.
What emoji are we doing?
We'll have to do an emoji. You can drop an emoji in the chat and get some.
Right. So the emoji we're going to do is.
That's a really good idea, Joe Campion. Hopefully, they'll really enjoy that. Mixing of juice is a great idea.
We'll do the parrot emoji. Do the parrot emoji if you would like to enter the giveaway if you're in the UK for a seed and grain mix.
I don't know how many are going to be entering, but we'll see.
Well, I suppose I'm going to get people on Scampy.
Yeah, I don't forget to shut those windows as well.
Do the military operation of checking the windows a million times because I'm so paranoid about it.
So Ardara asked, can I enter and then donate it to someone who isn't here if she wins? I suppose you can do that, yeah, if you'd like to.
You can do your own giveaway on Patreon.
All right, we've got, so effectively that will mean we have at least a few entries. So that's good. So Scampy will get to enjoy herself because she'll be really sad if she doesn't get to earn her treat for the day.
Write everybody down in a second.
Yeah, poor Scampy. She would have been so sad if she couldn't do this giveaway and get her treats for stuff. So yeah, we've got enough entries to do it. So that's great. I don't know if so while we're waiting, let's have a little whinge about the algorithm. So I think Instagram and YouTube and stuff know when you're trying to promote something and they want you to pay to play. So instantly anything you put up gets a lot less engagement than what you normally put up. And I wonder if this is what's happening on here now as well. It's kind of sad really because you want to push something and they're basically trying to force you into paying for it, which makes it a little bit annoying. And we're probably considering doing that. Obviously, we want our business to grow. We want people to see it. We don't want everything to fall flat. So we're going to be forced to do so, which is minorly annoying that you have to play the game. But I suppose if you want to succeed these days, you have to. And for those of you, the few of you who are in chat and have tried our products, please do comment on my latest video and tell people that you like it. That will help a lot. You'll boost it up a little bit in the algorithm. And also those people will be able to see in the comments that, oh wow, these are good products, people are actually buying them and enjoying them. That will help out a lot too, and it doesn't take too much time. It's a free way you can support us. Hello monsters. Hello, you come say hello. Hello Scampy. Okay,
Scampy.
That's not really what I wanted, is it?
Can you take pictures so I can start writing down these entries?
Okay, we've got a few. It's good. Yeah, we normally get the birds out a bit earlier because we had all the product stuff and it's very hot. We were a bit more mindful of what was going on. What's you posturing? Are you posturing to everyone? Are you posturing to everyone? Are you telling everyone what you think of these products? Did you enjoy them earlier? Did you enjoy those tasty products? Did you eat loads of them? Were they the best products ever? Yes, you did. Oops, are you going up? No, you don't want to go up there. I love conures, green cheeks, not as much as I love cockatiels, but yeah.
Green cheeks are my favourite.
No, I need one more way. Thank you. Good girl. Right, you can go on my leg for a second. I need to hide these from you because I know she's already found them. Oh my god. Come here. Come here. Why don't you do something for them? Why don't you just do some flips? Do some showing off. Show off for everyone. What a smart girl. There you go. What a good girl you are. So Scampy is going to be picking the winner, as is tradition now for all our competitions. And Scampy is very talented at doing so. And she's very enthusiastic about doing so as well, aren't you? And these guys are very sad because they didn't have their bedroom outings. Normally they have one of their outings in here. They love running around and scrambling over the bed and just being mischievous and naughty. There's nothing on there, I'm afraid. Look, do you want this? You don't want that. It's coming for you. No. Klaus is like, right after cocktails. Yeah, I agree. Can't be favouritism, but what do you want? You good girl.
Last minute to enter if you want to enter.
Yeah, last minute to enter. If anyone's just rejoined or joined, a UK competition only, I'm afraid, but just put a parrot emoji in the chat if you'd like to win this. And one more of these each. Do you want to wait for me? Good girl.
I'll probably do a giveaway on mine when I do my next live stream as well. So there'll be always chances to win.
Do you want to go on there? You want to go on there? You're just taking a treat for free because I was dealing with Scampy. Oh dear, what naughty little babies you are, aren't you? Hmm? Wow. Sorry, I'm being a bit quiet. I'm just sort of keeping an eye on what Sophie's doing so I can retain Scampy's interest before she finds the treats and goes and steals them all.
Right, giveaway entries are now closed.
Right, so have you got everyone in?
Everybody is in.
Right, so Pickles, can you go up? No, she doesn't want to. Oh, Scampy.
Hang on.
I need to get the treats ready for her so she can actually get reinforcement this time.
Are we ready?
We're ready. Scampy's picking a winner. Scampy's picking a winner. Oh, we have a winner. She has picked a winner very carefully, and she dropped it on my.
That was very purposeful.
She's dropped it.
Who is it? Who is it? That's your butt. Can I actually see who it is first, and you can choose?
Hey, look, you have a treat. You did a good job.
The winner is Brogan.
Well done, Brogan. Good job.
So either send us an email at bestbehavedbirds@gmail.com, or you can DM either me or David, or however you want to get in touch with us. Please get in touch with us because you have won a seed mix. Scampy man.
Scampy man.
Scampy man.
Little monster.
Congratulations.
Little monster.
But yeah, just get in touch with us and then we can arrange delivery of your prize.
Last treats, these last ones you're getting.
How exciting is that?
So, if anyone has any burning questions in the chat about our products or about parrot stuff, please feel free. Otherwise, I'm probably going to end this live stream a bit earlier because it is very hot for us and the birds. But I'll be on for maybe another maximum 5 minutes. So, any comments, anything you want to chat about, hear about, please do let me know. And as always, towards the end, after the giveaway, after all the product stuff, that's when people start filtering in. I need to change the time of these, really.
Well, you guys are going to have to tune into my live stream, which won't be too long away.
No, this is a bonus one.
It's about, maybe I'll do it next weekend, I'm not sure. But there'll be another giveaway because we do try and give back.
We do try and give back.
We appreciate you guys. But tonight we are watching the football. Very exciting. Maybe with a beverage, an adult juice, if you will.
Hopefully nice and short. Scampy does a very good job. She is very enthusiastic and she always knows exactly what to do.
And then we also have some orders to pack up. So thank you very much, you guys.
Thank you.
We appreciate each and every one of you who has faith in us for our small business. So thank you for supporting. And if you are unable or you don't want to make an order or anything like that, if you just interact with any of our social media on our business, it is very much appreciated. So
yeah,
thank you.
Thank you again, Adara, for a very kind comment as well. We do try to work hard. Doesn't always feel like it. Sometimes we feel like we should do more, but we don't do so much. If you want to look behind her, you can. There's nothing left. You can. I've given you all the treats.
Oh,
Scampy.
Oh,
Scampy do. Is there anything else exciting been going on?
I suppose you talked about the conference in the last one, didn't you? So
yeah, I talked about the conference in my actual live stream. We attended the conference, which had some interesting concepts. We felt the concepts were more evolutions rather than revolutions, but they were still very useful. And I do plan to do paid courses and Patreon material on it. I think it's not really suitable for my main channel because I just did a whole series on choice, and that absolutely didn't do amazingly, honestly. So I don't think like advanced training stuff is going to be good YouTube topical material.
However, if you guys ever have any burning requests for videos, please let us know because we're always up for making content?
So we have thought about that, but it's a lot of work. We have something kind of like that coming, which will be useful to people.
It's just a lot of faff, and I'm always so paranoid about like safety.
Some material, yeah,
not even materials, just
making sure toys are safe, and it's a whole other sort of ball game. And we would feel so guilty if we did something and something went wrong. So we want to do stuff that we know and we can confidently produce is safe, basically.
Yes, exactly. And also, like, there's weird laws with, like, for example, with the EU, we're only allowed to ship our food to the EU. If we made toys or any other physical items, you have to pay an agent in the EU to safety check your product to be allowed to actually send it to people, which is a lot of faff. So
it's basically too much
a lot
work.
Going on.
we're sort of like trying to keep up with what we're doing at the moment. The consults, the food, our responsibilities to these birds, our development professionally, our own personal lives and issues. It's a lot to do, and we just try to juggle it all. And also, not many people notice, but behind the scenes we give out a lot of free advice, and that can be quite draining sometimes. I've kind of put more strict boundaries than Sophie has on it recently because she's more giving than me, but I've noticed it's affected my mental health. So I'm like, I'm happy to help, but there is a sort of limit on how much I'm going to do now because there's only so much I can do and find time for. And that's basically where we've gone. And, yeah, that's it really. What about pleasure stuff? If anyone's not played it, try Expedition 33. Expedition 33 is absolutely amazing as a computer game. I've really enjoyed it. There's loads of good stuff around at the moment. We've been spoiled for computer games.
2 Point Museum.
Very fun, absolutely enjoyable.
Loving 2 Point Museum.
We're still watching animes. I built a Lego museum. The old credit has taken a bit of a beating with all this stuff, but occasionally you do have to sort of like allow yourself. Otherwise, you have a very miserable existence, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but Mario Kart's good. Although I've only won one race.
Yeah, she can't seem to beat me at the moment, which is quite funny.
Cheating.
Yeah, I'm cheating. I always play the piranha plants. That's my favourite character from Mario.
I always play Donkey Kong because he's the absolute goat.
Preening? Scampy's just sat on the laptop off screen preening at the moment.
The Angel Scam. Oh, she's Angel Scam. She's the pudding. Say hiya. It's me, a scam.
Oh, but Julie, has Julie did an order recently?
I'm not sure. I need to.
Did you do an order, Julia? If so, well, you won't have to let us know because we'll see. But yeah, you expect a little bonus in there, Julia. Thanks, because you've been our longest supporter. So if you do, expect a little extra treat in there. Yeah, literally, I think Julia is one of our longest supporters, like forever.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate all of you.
But, of course we do.
Yeah.
I would say to each and every one of you, if you drop your username, I'll let you know. I appreciate you. What? I haven't got any treats. You're such a greedy little pudding. Before this, they had some fresh pineapple and.
Oh yeah, they got a little treat, and there's no juice in here. Normally, I have juice for them, which they really, really enjoy, and there's no juice today.
No live stream juice. It's
no
criminal.
live stream juice.
Absolutely criminal.
Okay, well there you go. There you have a very interesting attempted spin from Pickles.
A spin.
How can we not have juice? I know it's shocking. I need the juice at this point. I am. You can tell from my throat the way it's going. I need the juice. They just want to play. They come in here. They want to play. So that's what they're used to doing. Even live streams or when they're just with me, I let them play and do what they want in here. Basically.
Bird. No.
So it doesn't look like we're going to have any more questions. So you can enjoy Pickles and Scampy for another minute or so. Then Sophie will put them away. Then we'll say goodbye, and then we'll be done in the next couple of minutes.
We could just say goodbye with them here.
Do you want to say goodbye?
Yeah.
So okay.
We can just. I don't know what is going on with my hand. I apologise if I'm like.
So just as the usual roundup for anyone who's just joined. This was a live stream celebrating the launch of our brand new products. Do check out my proper YouTube video on it as well if you'd like to learn more about them with links and all the usual stuff. If you have bought them already, please drop a comment explaining that why you like them or if you do like them in there. We also had a giveaway. I talked through the products in this. We talked about summer. We talked about how fish, coal and tooting are getting very well now. And they're enjoying their cage space. And the other thing I forgot to mention at that point, right at the end of this, is Pickles, is how space is so important and so useful when you're doing work with your parrot, even with regards to you or with other birds. It is a massive thing. Distance and space can be utilized in so many ways when doing training work or bonding work. And I think it's underutilized. And we just had a last minute question. So let's do that last minute question as well. So you're thinking of getting another Konya, any bonding advice? Ironically, I actually just filmed a bonding series. I haven't edited it yet, but that will be coming soon. Pickles is dancing. Can I get you so you can dance and everyone can see you? Come here, you little monster. Basically, if you're getting another Konya, look into the other Konya very carefully. If you if you go to the store, if you go to a rescue or whatever, ask lots of questions about the other Konya. How suitable will it be to bonding with your Konya? And then basically when you bring them in, Make sure you give them lots of space, just like what I was talking about. Put them on the opposite side of the room after quarantine or after disease testing. Give them all their own space. Let them get to see each other and interact from a distance over time. Then you're going to be wanting to use techniques like communal foraging, communal feeding, communal training, descent work, all sorts of things. I actually got some older videos you can watch now, one on caging two birds together and one on bonding two birds together, which will give you some of these some advice on it. They are a bit older, and I've done updated versions, as I just mentioned, but Pickles agrees with me very emphatically. They are a bit older, but they are still useful, and a lot of the advice you're after will be in those videos. So again, thank you all for so cute.
It's never too hot for snug.
Always snuggling. Yeah, this one, even when it's mega hot, wants to cuddle. It's crazy. But anyway, I will wrap up the chat now. Thank you all very much for joining this special celebration live stream. It was a pleasure to have you all here. So watch the old ones show sound. Watch the old ones, and then the new ones will be coming. I can't promise when because I've got a schedule at the moment. But yeah, thank you all for joining. Thanks for all sharing the celebration. Who won the prize again? Brogan, please do get in touch so we can actually send it out to you. And we hope you all have a lovely weekend wherever you are in the world. Take care from everyone.
Bye.
See you later. Bye bye.